What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It's time to mock draft. What's up, Jeremy?
Can you hear me?
Yep. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Welcome to the YouTube community.
That's right.
Yep. Let's see. Took the number one spot because I'm the number one drafter overall, so it fits me.
I got the 6. Should be interesting.
Yeah, you and Pierre are at least 2 spots away, so hopefully.
What's up, Stinger?
Let's see. I don't need that. Side by side. Action. Suns in 6 is Jay Tatum.
What's up, Roberto?
Is Roberto the one we always get during work, or no? That's someone else.
That's Francis.
Francis, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Mikey green? Can you tell?
I don't see Mikey, but I can only see 10.
I guess we are still technically a little early.
Yeah, we're early. We're still technically a minute out. So. Mikey boy is on. I can tell you that.
All right. So I think we're just waiting.
Looks like Pierre's
not here.
Big Kittle Liar and Daddy Sweet something.
I think Daddy Sweet. I think that's for Roberto. I mean.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That's correct. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just getting out of work.
What do you do for work?
I'm a dietitian, registered dietitian.
Oh, nice. Very
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
It's kind of fun. It's for older adults.
How'd you get into that?
So, this is actually a very detailed story. So very cut and short. Everyone has a upbringing on someone that suffered a lot with nutrition-related conditions. And pretty much I wanted to be a doctor, but I thought it was a little bit too hard and decided to be a dietitian. And I'm actually have my master's in nutrition. So if you guys ever discuss about nutrition or anything, I do have my own business.
Nice.
With nutrition athletes. So it's kind of cool. I'm happy, but I appreciate you asking. Definitely reminds me of my grandfather. That's the person that suffered a lot. So.
Well, that's cool. That's good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Is Eddie Lacy a patient of yours?
What happened to that guy? I actually want to ask you guys that question. What happened to him? I saw him in Alabama when I was in school, and something happened to him. He was hella good, and then got hurt. Is that what happened?
Nah, he gained too much weight.
Yeah, I think he gained too much weight when he was like good his first couple of years, and then I think he started not taking care of himself in the off season. So.
Damn.
Rumor has it he was at like Golden Corral every night. So. That's the rumor. You say tear up those buffet lines.
Sure he did. He probably didn't have to pay either. They're like, don't worry about it, Mr. Lacey.
You know, buffets, they are the worst things because if you got someone that is very obese, they'll utilize
Oh,
that
yeah.
cost for sure. All you can eat for what? $25? Perfect. I can do that.
Places like Golden Corral, especially though, because that food, the food there is just
Terrible.
yeah. There's not too many good options unless you stick at the salad bar. There's not a whole lot.
But isn't there like even the salad bar, like the ranch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
add
then
up
like,
about 400 calories.
yeah.
We used to
But
when I was in high school, we would go to Cece's had like like you guys know what
Yeah.
Cece's pizza is? They had an all you can eat like pizza thing, and they'd have this chocolate pizza, and it was literally just like chocolate spread on just like doughy bread, and we would eat
Jeez.
so much of that. It was insane.
They also had the
Jeez.
cinnamon pizzas, which were
Oh
good.
my, Cece's in general is just like
Yeah,
that's
but it also had the icing that could go with it, and it was like on the side, so
Yeah.
like you could pour as much as you want, and that was like, yeah, this will lead to diabetes.
They realistically probably have the worst all you can eat buffet in terms of healthiness. That's probably the because it's all just pizza. I mean,
Yeah,
there's nothing else.
So a lot of dietitians say that it's diabetes in a bite right there for sure.
Yeah, it's
Holy cow. Sounds good though.
yeah.
Has Arsenal been green?
I thought I saw him green at one point.
All right, I think we're just waiting on Big Kittle Liar.
That's me. That's me.
Oh, I thought you were Daddy Sweet. Okay, I thought you were Daddy Sweet. Okay, my bad.
I never
All right.
see him in
No,
the
it's
drafts.
okay.
Like, he joins the drafts, but he doesn't like do the drafts.
Yeah, I think he's autoed before. Unfortunately, the
He
daddy.
joins them but doesn't actually do them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
annoying.
Well,
What's
if he
his
doesn't
name?
respond,
I've seen
maybe
the name a
someone-
couple of times.
His name's
Yeah, he's been
Daddy
on a couple
Sweet
times.
what?
Angel.
Daddy Sweet Angel.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just want to point out that is not a Lions helmet. So do not start assuming bad things about
Oh.
Lions fans.
I don't know what that helmet is.
It's like snowflakes.
Well, I won't assume that, but you guys do bite people's kneecaps off, and we frown upon that. So
Oh, Jeremy at the one today.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
you know I'm number one, so gotta
Oh,
be
okay.
realistic.
Because Carolina Cobain was the one, but I guess he didn't want the smoke. I guess he had to switch.
So when I entered the draft like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, the one was the only spot open, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, I joined it around like 2 or 3, and there was a couple spots. There's like 3 spots open.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to just
Enlist somebody on the YouTube.
Is Elgin here? Yeah, Elgin said he's here if you need him.
hold on. See if here. I might get Elgin to draft from the chat. Let's see. I sent him the link, but that's what sucks. I wish I could. I don't understand why I can't kick people.
But you gotta see if you send it, you gotta send them the link to the YouTube, right? Not to the thing, because even if he gets in, he can't go into the chat or make
Well,
selection.
he's in the YouTube. He'll have to tell me in the YouTube chat
Yeah.
who he wants.
Unless he jumps on the
Yeah, he needs to jump on the Zoom if he can.
yeah. Unfortunately.
He's waiting for him to verify that he can do it.
Let me see if I can do this. Okay. So I guess are you just waiting on a?
I'm just waiting for Elgin to give me the go ahead.
Okay. How about I asked this question about running backs? Let's do it for wide receivers. I think outside the top 5 wide receivers, so that would be Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf, and DeAndre Hopkins. Outside of those 5 guys, who finishes as the number 1 wide receiver overall?
Those 5 guys?
Outside of those 5, so you can't use those.
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's that's probably the easy answer.
Ridley. Okay. No one else? Just Ridley?
I think Ridley. I think Jefferson.
Brown.
I think
AJ
Michael
Brown.
Thomas.
Yeah, if Jameis is playing, I think Michael Thomas has a chance.
Keenan Allen.
I think Keenan Allen has top 5 potential. I don't think he has top 1 potential. He just doesn't score enough touchdowns.
Okay. So my bet would be Justin Jefferson. I think Calvin Ridley. The only problem with Calvin Ridley is I think he's going to face the number 1 corner on every team plus someone else.
Yeah.
So I just think.
I think Ridley has a pretty similar season to what he had last year. Jefferson, I don't think we have any idea how good he actually can be. For him to do that in his rookie year, I think he has the potential. The only thing holding him back is it's a pretty. I mean, they've been passing the ball a little bit more, but they still like to rely on the run. And obviously, Kirk Cousins is not the most elite quarterback in the league.
Yeah. But I think if he gets 2 or 3 more touchdowns than he did last year, so what he got, I think he got 6 last year. If he makes it to the double digits, I think that seals it for him.
For Jefferson?
Yes.
I feel like he's got a hard time with that though between Thielen and Cook. I think he's got a harder road to go than some of the other guys.
Yeah. Jefferson barely played the first 2 or 3 games last year too, which is just insane to put up the numbers he did. Thielen's he's a fade for me, honestly, this year. I just don't see him. He was so touchdown dependent last year.
Yeah. And his numbers were high. His efficiency was high. What he did with the targets he had.
There were games if he didn't score a touchdown that week for you, he could have very well just lost the matchup for you. That's how bad some of his games were in terms of overall points.
So, and I'll say this, and this is a long shot because I'm putting faith in a rookie QB. Allen Robinson, I think, could be number 1, but it's a long.
I agree. Actually, I agree.
Fields would have to step in, but
I don't even know if it matters. I think Andy Dalton can make him a number 1. Honestly,
you think so?
I think so.
What about Terry McLaurin?
I love Terry McLaurin, but I don't think so.
Do I need to waste time on this pick?
No, you're good.
Okay.
I'm confused. It just says team 1 now.
No, it shows.
Oh wow, I just got sniped. Thanks, Jeremy.
Log back in.
You're welcome, Al. You're welcome.
Oh, never mind. I was in an old Let me make sure I'm in the right draft. Shit.
I had to refresh mine to see that he'd already joined.
Okay, I'm good now. Yeah, I was in. I think it was either in a wrong draft or I had the page open from before you joined. One of the two.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because Stinger was like, "There's still one spot left," and I was like, "No, there's not." And
I guess Pierre's wife's drafting for him.
Oh wow,
This is interesting.
this will be interesting.
This will be very interesting.
He wasn't cracking a 7 on the score anyway, so it's not too big of a deal.
Michael Carter.
Wife draft a better team.
Might time out here.
I'm gonna there.
Give her some time, yeah. Should we let her know it's a 3 wide receiver league, or is that just?
I don't know. I don't know, but she needs to pick somebody.
He told me it will buzz me.
Wait, why is she drafting for him?
I don't know.
I guess he went to the bathroom or something, and he like left his phone with her.
We can't take his phone into the bath. That's like the best place to go with your phone.
There we go.
Hey,
Well, there we go.
All right, there we go.
at least it wasn't Michael Carter.
Ooh, no JT for JT at the 4.
Good.
Don't worry, he'll get Ayuk. I'll give him a 4th.
I'm sure he'll get Ayuk.
I feel like this is an interesting spot for the draft. Elliot?
I think he's the pretty clear pick, honestly. This is the tough pick between JT and Eckler for me.
Could go Kittle. I mean, we know how you
Kittle?
love to start with tight ends, man.
Kittle. That'd be the earliest we've ever seen Kittle.
You know what I'm gonna do? I like some of the shit. Sorry.
Just keep distracting him until he's got 2 seconds left.
Yeah, I almost picked Tyreek.
You know you want Travis Kelce. Come on, man. You love tight end early. You're the
I just like
poster boy
Tyreek.
for it.
I just like Tyreek's character. Honestly, I'm drafting on character. You know what? I'll go Tyreek and hope one of those running backs comes back to me.
Wow.
Who?
Because I can always go wide receiver if he doesn't. So
That's true.
Yeah, but you could have taken Eckler there.
yeah, he probably
Oh,
wasn't. He definitely wasn't coming back to me. And I almost took him too.
I mean, you can still get a good start there, like you said, if you go wide receiver.
Yeah, that's probably what I will do, honestly.
oh,
I
you
was
could.
hoping I'd get Eckler. I got Eckler last time, so
I feel like Eckler is going to either be like really good or really bad this year. I just don't know. And really bad just means like he's not like with the new coaching staff. With the new coaching staff.
someone's
This is the
dog's
guy from
very
YouTube,
happy.
right?
Yeah, Nick, you're on here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Okay, he said JT. That's a good pick, actually, at the 10.
Yeah, right there. It's not bad, I guess.
Oh yeah, I can be a reserve in case if someone's not showing up. I joined too late. All the spots were filled when I hopped on, or when I tried to hop on.
Yeah, I just filled the last spot like an hour ago. You're good. Hey, Nick, if you want to help me with my draft, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, sure. I'm down for whatever. I don't know if I'm here the whole time. I might have to hop off soon, but we'll see.
That was Seattle.
Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my God. It's just the weather's so nice. You have these beautiful, huge evergreen trees everywhere. Oh man.
For a second, I thought he was being a little sarcastic, and then I was like, "Oh, he's being real." Okay.
No.
A little different than Texas, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's so nice to be out of the high 90s, low hundreds, and to be in the 70s, 80s.
Now you're in the
60s
land of the
mornings.
Seahawks.
I am, yeah. Well, all my family here, they're all huge Seahawks fans. And they make fun of me for being a Cowboys fan.
Nice.
Don't
I'm a
worry,
little
we
jelly
took it.
because I live in California and right now it's 107 in Fresno.
Nice.
No, not nice.
Was it-
No
is that
bueno.
really nice?
I can't even be comfortable outside and read a book. It's too hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
107.
been to
That's
Fresno
brutal.
before. It's hot as hell up there.
Oh,
I just realized I'm locked out of my house.
There you go. Cam Akers is a 2.5.
107
Not
right now.
bad.
I've been noticing Cam Akers is going late.
I don't see a huge difference between Cam Akers and Austin Eckler in terms of where they're gonna finish.
I do.
You don't. I think Cam Akers has three. If he's a 3-down workhorse there,
Here's my
no way
problem
he
with
doesn't
Cam
finish
Akers. Here's
higher.
my problem with Cam Akers. And I like Cam Akers a lot. But what's his ceiling in receptions? Like they're not gonna throw the ball at Cam Akers as much as they will to Eckler.
Okay, but what if Eckler? We know like we said in his first 4 or 5 years, he scored 8 touchdowns total rushing. So what if he has 1 touchdown rushing this year and like 4 receiving?
Well, then he's probably gonna finish like in that 8 to 10 range.
And are we sure? I mean, he's obviously going to get the passing work out of the backfield, but what if he doesn't get? I mean, what if he doesn't get more than 40% of the rushing work?
That's all he usually gets anyways.
I guess I was hopeful for if he's going to get into that top.
No, I think you're looking at probably like 150 carries. Yeah, maybe like a couple touchdowns on the ground. You're looking at 80 to 100 catches. But the thing is, like 80 to 100 catches for him is probably like 700 to 800 yards. Because he's that good in the passing game. You could have another 4 or 5 touchdowns there. I just worry that the Rams, I think Akers will be the guy, but I don't think they're going to be like a run heavy. I think that offense is just set up to throw the ball.
I agree. I think he will have a lot of scoring opportunities because I think the offense overall is going to be better. I think what I'll say is I think he has top 5 potential that Eckler doesn't have.
I don't see Akers finishing top 5. I don't.
So I broke the mode. I usually try and go back-to-back wide receivers here, but Kittle's kind of hard to pass. Figured.
Yeah, you're going to regret that one, to be honest.
I think, Clappin, I think I can do a better job than you.
All right, we'll see. I hope you can do a better job. Last time I did, it was god awful.
Okay, is Pierre drafting now? Well, he took Keenan Allen, so.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of Williams this year, so I kind of have to be anti-Allen.
You don't have to be anti-Allen. They can both have good years.
They can both have good years, but if I'm hyping Williams up this hard, I'm like, yeah.
They have Herbert throwing to him. They'll be fine.
I'm not saying Allen's going to have a bad year. I'm just saying some people are like, oh, yeah, you can get Williams in the 12th. And I'm like, not in the draft I'm in.
Keep hyping them up, Jeremy. You gotta be low key. Oof, it's a hard one.
Is this guy new? Because I feel like I recognize the name, but the logo looks completely different. I've never seen anyone with an Auburn logo.
No, he's on the Zoom. I think this is like
Yeah.
the 3rd or 4th draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my 3rd one.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a little skeptic on my pick, but I feel like you might. On last year's league, he did a really good job, but we'll see what happens with his injuries. His foot.
Yeah,
Not
I was
really
so
confident in that one.
Because like I had him on a couple of my teams, and it was like, okay, he's gonna come back this week. Oh no, he's gonna come back this week, and he didn't play at all.
Still sucky feeling for sure.
Yeah,
Dude, every draft, I feel like I take Darren Waller. Like he just keeps falling. I have to take him.
I almost took him over Kittle, and then I was like, well, this is just gonna let Kittle fall to him in the 3-6, and I was like, oh, like I'll take Kittle.
he took him over Lamb.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to do the same old, and so we always talk about how tight end hurts you. So see how
It's
well
a
I can
challenge.
recover.
It's the tight end challenge. You take a tight end in the 3rd round or Kelsey in the 1st or 2nd, and see if you can build a good team around them.
Because if you do, you're gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like jumping off a bridge and seeing if you don't get hurt. I mean, that's what I kind of.
Even if you don't, you have quite a story.
Yeah.
So Clapton's got to have a couple broken bones.
Yeah. If you survive, you can brag to the people. Although
Exactly.
they'll still probably call you pretty dumb for it. And then, I mean, that's kind of the way I look at taking a tight end in the first couple rounds.
Hey, man, you play to win.
Now in a
No
2-2
playing it
draft,
safe here. No playing it safe. That's a good start, Stinger. Very good start.
yeah, in a 2 wide receiver league, I mean, yeah, go for it. Take a tight end early, but I've just from my experience, I always get hurt in a 3 wide receiver league.
Yeah, same. It's never worked out for me, ever.
Well, I will say if you take a tight end early, I think the worst thing you can do is take your QB even earlier.
Yeah.
Takes Mahomes in the 2nd round.
Well, no, I mean I have Kittle. I'm assuming Patrick Mahomes doesn't make it back to me in the 4th or the 5th. Let's just say that. But I could Josh Allen in the 4th would probably hurt me because then I'm not.
Yeah, a little too rich for my blood.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton in the 3rd.
Yeah.
What is?
It's a little rich for me too.
Is Aaron Rodgers in
Crazy.
fucking Denver now?
Yeah, do we miss
Aaron
him?
Rodgers is going to be in Green Bay.
Well, I'm just saying because he went at the 312, so I'm just asking. Did I miss something?
So I'm just gonna assume that Rodgers' new deal has something to do with him getting like some part of the merchandising, and so the fact that he's doing all this and stuff like that, he'll reap the rewards at the end of it all.
Yeah, he's going to be in Green Bay.
Who do you guys think is going to be?
Yeah.
If it's
Did you
between
guys see the news today?
what was that?
I said, didn't you guys see the news today about him that he was officially not on the opt-out list?
Yeah,
So-
nobody opted out.
Yeah.
Not a single player.
Well, that was like the major question mark. Like this was his like way of like getting out of playing this season. So I don't know. I feel like that kind of just signifies that he's going to play.
Oh yeah, he's playing. He's playing.
Now he is no. Yeah, he doesn't have a choice now. pretty
Well,
much.
he could. He could still hold out.
Why would he hold out now though? Like,
I don't know. Because he doesn't care. I don't know.
Like Deshaun Watson didn't opt out.
No, why would Deshaun Watson opt out? He's hoping not to get suspended.
hey, he's hoping not to go to jail. Honestly, like.
He's hoping not to be in Texas anymore.
Yeah. How much time do I have? Oh, 18 seconds. That's not good.
Remember, don't take a tight end.
Not.
Hill Acres Land, that still isn't a bad start.
You know what? I'll go some upside. Well, I'll go safe.
Upside.
I almost went Jamar Chase for some upside. Then I was like, I already got Tyreek Hill. I'll just go safe.
All right, well, I pretty much made my decision. I was thinking about taking Chris Carson there.
Where did Deontay Johnson go? That's what I was looking. Oh, there he went. Okay.
You went
401.
Sutton.
Yeah, I was looking for him. I was like, am I not seeing him? And that's what took me so long.
Honestly, I was gonna take Deontay over Sutton at the 312, but then time was getting short, so I just panicked and clicked Sutton. And I was like, oh, well, now I gotta get Johnson.
Well, you had back-to-back picks though, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, because I clicked Sutton, and then Chris is like, oh, Sutton at the 312, and I was like,
That's pretty
oh,
early.
no.
Even the 3. I love Sutton.
I mean, yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
early.
You pick Sutton at the 4-1. Chris is like, oh, that's a great pick. You pick him at the 312.
Oh, even the 4, even the
early for
I
him.
think 4th round is early for Sutton, but I know in these drafts it dries up quick.
And what I was gonna ask is who do you guys think between Bridgewater and Locke starting?
I think Locke's gonna start. I think they want Locke to win the job. I think they want Locke to succeed. But if he sucks, they'll go to Bridgewater. I think Bridgewater's there as like, if Locke struggles the first 2-3 games, they can go to Bridgewater. But I think they're gonna start with Locke.
Yeah, they've really given him like every opportunity to succeed.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, is Pierre gonna auto here? Pitts.
Wow, Pitts.
Whoa.
Wow. I don't know if we've ever seen
Like,
Pierre
still
draft
drafting.
Pitts.
His wife probably did that just to spite him. I'm pretty sure he said he was off of Pitts in the
Oh, Al got me. I wanted J.K. Dobbins. To
You got
fall.
me on McCaffrey. Jeremy, I gotta get you back, brother. My bad. I don't like him, but that's really good value though. The 411.
The 411 is ridiculous value in my opinion.
Yeah, so I was thinking the 412. That would be.
J.K. Dobbins should honestly be in that Gaskin, Davis, Kareem Hunt tier.
Yeah,
You think so?
Yes. He's a 10 to 15 point fantasy player.
that's some cap right there.
Yeah, I'll take that as my 2.
10 to 15 points. So I see 13. I see looking at his scores. This is from last year as a
Go
rookie.
for it. Go for it. Let's hear it.
This is as a rookie, all right? So I see 13. His last 3 games were 13, 11, and 11.
That sounds like okay. So I'm sorry, 11.
That's not a 10-point player now.
And by the way, he scored a touchdown in every single one of those games and got you 13, 11, and 11. What happens when he doesn't score a touchdown? You get 7.
So that means he has a nose for the end zone. That's what you're telling me.
Well, I mean, sure, he could be the first player in NFL history to score a touchdown in every single game. It could happen.
Exactly.
Maybe I'm wrong. He's a 7 to 15. He's a 7 to 18 point player. How about that?
He's got that Jerome Bettis upside.
Wait, didn't you just say, Jeremy, weren't you the one saying when you take a tight end early, you can't take a QB early? Then
I
you
thought you were
took
joking
Mahomes?
when you said that, Jeremy. Good God.
Come on,
I
Jeremy.
was waiting for someone to hit me over the head with that. Like, hey, weren't you just saying not to? It's Patrick Mahomes in the 4th. I could have technically gotten him in the 5th, and I was just like, eh. And to be honest, I was seriously debating wide receiver and still couldn't pick by the time the time was up. So I was like, let's go Patrick Mahomes, and that gives me another minute to debate all these wide receivers I don't like.
I think Lockett is sneaky good for next year. If he just gets a little bit more consistent. I mean, they brought in no competition, so
He's definitely boomer bust. I still feel that way.
he is, but he's the clear number 2 there. And I mean, there's some guys that like Ayuk. I don't know if I would take Ayuk over him. I mean, it's probably where he should be going. I'm just saying he has some ups. I think he may, if he returns to that kind of, role he was in the prior year, I think he is a steal in the 5th, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, so Robinson's my safe play. Lockett's my big boomer bust guy, and so
yeah, your team's already in the hole with the Kittle Mahomes stack.
but
You couldn't even give me Kelsey Mahomes. You had to go Kittle Mahomes. I mean,
I will recommend if Kelsey falls to you at the 212, please take him. You're winning your league.
Kelsey would have to fall to me in the 3rd round for me to take him at this point.
What? That's crazy.
What?
The dude
I'm
was
so
the number 6
anti-tight
overall
end
scorer
Okay,
last-
late second for me.
It's like the guy was the number 6 scorer. He scored more than like all but 2 receivers.
Yeah, we have to account for regression though.
Okay, well,
I think he's going to regress a bit this
number
year.
12 scorer.
Because I think both him and Hill are going to regress a bit in the Chiefs offense this year.
I would agree with you if Sammy Watkins didn't leave. Like, and don't give me the McCall Hardman's going to take all his targets.
Sammy Watkins had no.
All right. You guys give me this guy at the 5'8". I'm taking him every time. And I know some of you guys don't like him, but here I'm taking him.
It was between him and Swift for me. I just felt like I don't even like.
He was one of the guys on my list because he could be number 1 in New York.
I mean, I couldn't take Claypool. I mean, Claypool has less. I mean, he's like the number 3 on his team. And I mean, I can't take him over Galladay. I couldn't take Chark over Galladay, Judy over Galladay.
I would take all those guys over Galladay.
I was hoping Galladay would make it back to me because nobody was taking him.
I don't mind Galladay
Almost
at the
did.
5'8", but
Galladay is
I think there's better
a.
running backs on the board than Galladay personally right now.
Here's what I would say. I would say Galladay is a 2nd round talent. Strictly on talent alone.
Is he though?
Yes.
Is he?
I've been talking this whole time and I was muted. Didn't know it. Didn't know it.
I feel like we have somebody like every draft that does that, like at least once. But I think talent wise, there's been a couple years where I've just seen him play, and it's just like this guy is legit in terms of.
He's like I got 50 less than 60% catch guy. Never had more than 70 catches.
I just don't like his QB. I'll be straight up. His QB scares.
Played with Matthew Stafford. Couldn't even catch 60% of his passes.
Okay, but didn't he have like 2 10 touchdown seasons or something like that?
7 touchdown season, 11 touchdown season. But here's the thing about touchdowns. Touchdowns are more of a product of your offense than you.
Yeah, because that Detroit Lions offense was elite, right?
Well, they were. Their offense was actually good. They have Matthew Stafford. They scored points.
It was Matthew Stafford and Kenny Galladay. There was no one else talented on that offense.
Well,
you take the Stafford away and you throw in a guy like
a terrible offense. Sorry, Stinger, and he's going to terrible QB. Sorry, Stinger. So
Sorry, Stinger.
like I would take Jacobs, Etienne, Gaskin, Davis, Hunt. I would take all of them over Galladay personally.
Wide receiver wise, would you take anyone in the?
I would take Claypool. I would take Robbie Anderson.
Whoa.
You take
really low on Galladay. I feel like Galladay is more hyped than anything.
I have Galladay as my wide receiver 21 this year.
Well, we know you're a Giants fan.
Your opinion doesn't count, Stinger.
Honestly, I think that's probably pretty close to where I have him as well.
Wide
I think I'm
receiver
at like 24.
Wow.
24, 25.
Yeah,
Wide receiver 21.
They gave this man $18 million a
I don't
year.
care what they gave him. He's on a terrible offense who had 12 touchdowns last year through the air. 12.
This is the best offense he's ever played on.
Oh God.
Besides the number 1 deep threat quarterback, and then you have a deep threat wide receiver with him.
And you got Saquon Barkley. You got a bunch of, Sterling Shepard.
I'll say the one thing Kenny Galladay is good at is contested catches.
There's no way you're gonna tell me Daniel Jones is an upgrade from Matt Stafford.
He doesn't have great hands, but
Hey, can you pause it?
Nope.
My thing's not.
Law of averages, you're due for a lot of touchdowns this year.
I mean, there was times I saw him play. I was like, did Calvin Johnson come out of retirement, or what am I looking at?
Oh hell, no.
Okay, I don't know about that.
No.
Come on now.
So you saying Daniel Jones is an upgrade over Matt Stafford?
No, but there was a lot.
That's what you just said.
Listen to me here. There was a lot of times that Matt Stafford, one, just did not look very good in a couple of years because he was always hurt typically. And 2, he played, again, Matt Stafford missed. I mean, there was a time where their quarterbacks, they were playing Jeff Driscoll, just horrible options at quarterback.
And listen,
Play with.
and Matt Stafford's worst season, he put up better numbers than Daniel Jones did last year.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Better numbers than Daniel Jones probably ever will. Sorry, Steve.
I'm not arguing.
Yeah.
But
My
look
bad thing.
at the end of the fifth, though, I can take him there and be happy pretty much every time.
Well, that's fine.
Hey, Mike, did you want to get off auto? Like,
Yeah,
Good.
my thing messed up.
Did you
I
not
didn't
want
want Jacobs.
What's that?
It is my. I'm clicking on every player tab, and literally all it's showing me is Travis Etienne.
Who did you want?
So, I don't even
Travis
know. I'm so
Etienne?
proud of him. Oh man, I'll take James Robinson.
Shit.
For a second, it said the name Jay Robinson, but it had a picture of Josh Jacobs.
My computer is having a seizure. I click on QB and it's Josh Allen, Travis Etienne, and that's it.
Working.
Etienne does it all for the Jaguars.
It really wants
That's why they
Travis
picked him so
Etienne.
high.
Oh, I found a different tab. Tight end. It's Mark Andrews for every single slot.
Wow.
I think it's a sign, Mikey.
It's just telling you who to draft.
Where do I go here? You know what? Another guy I feel pretty comfortable with. I don't love him overall, but here I'm good with him, so I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, I knew who you were getting as soon as you said it. I was like, Bill would be happy.
He's an RB too,
Good.
so I'm happy with him.
Yeah.
I don't need him to be an RB1.
Hey,
I'm like,
they need to stop driving up Tyler Boyd's ADP. I used to get him in the 8th round. Now he's going up in the 6th.
Yeah.
Even Chenault, like the hype on him is going.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, y'all can stay asleep, man. That's talent.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not talented. I'm just I mean, I don't know if I think we're kind of guessing what he's going to be instead of, I don't think we've seen. First of all, we have no idea what that offense is going to look like. Second of all, they have so many weapons. I mean, he may be fine in that range, but I just don't know yet.
I gotta make through the gauntlet of Pierre and Al. And I just don't think my guy's gonna fall to me.
Who's your guy?
I know better.
I had to ask.
Yeah, I do it too all the time. I'm like, so who's your guy? And they're like, wait, I'm gonna answer. If you ask quick enough, sometimes they'll tell you that, which is great. We're like, well, I wanted.
You
The
wanted Tim
worst of all
Tebow.
time was still in our dynasty draft where I was talking to Arsenal and I was literally like, yeah, the only guy I think I'd trade up for in this range is Javonte. And he said something like, that's who he was going to take or something like that. I traded right up in front of him. And oh my God, that was bad. It was not intentional though.
Yeah, I still think the worst snipe of all time was Chris moving right in front of, what was it, J Problem?
Young Money.
Right in front of Young Money to get
Young Money, that's right.
Give
No,
Mike Davis.
Austin,
Give Mike Davis.
he sniped Pierre too for Akers. He moved up that spot just to get Akers.
And then traded him for 3 firsts.
Yeah. That he didn't last too long on my team. He didn't even play a game for me.
Oh, okay. Well, so Austin, you actually said it, or I was like, oh no, he's not gonna make it. But I did want Williams.
Yeah,
RB2.
he's great in that range, I think.
Yeah.
That's the lowest he's fallen for us in a while.
Yeah. I was deciding between him and Jacobs. I just went Jacobs, but I could have easily gone Williams.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about these wide receivers, though. I was thinking about following it up with Melvin Gordon, but to be honest, I really don't care, and I don't want that stack anyways. So we're gonna go with Landry. I wanted Odell and Williams, but that didn't happen. So
Arsenal's saying that's not how it went down, Clapton.
Ask Arsenal what how it went down. Then I want to know his side of the story.
All right, let's see what he says here.
Are you talking about the trade with me?
Yeah, I think it was you.
Wow,
stopped for
Jackson
gas to see
before Josh
Lamar
Allen.
waiting for me.
Man,
But he took Lamar over Josh Allen, and I'm like,
I think that's his two, though.
I'm actually glad I went DeAndre Swift, even though I don't like DeAndre Swift. There's a lot of good wide receiver value on the board.
there's not.
All right. Waddle or Fuller? Fuller or Waddle? I'm gonna go Waddle.
Wow, I'm surprised you passed up on the QB value that fell.
QB Schmub. Diamond Turner.
Fuller or Waddle? Why not Parker?
No, definitely not Parker.
Hold on. Am I reading this right? Both Josh Allen and Kyler Murray fell to the 7th.
Yes.
Yeah.
Damn.
All
I
right.
swear, the drafts are not another ones where you see the most craziness.
There is no reason for this guy to be here in this
I
position.
keep you all in mind.
That's true. That's good value.
Yeah, there is some good value.
Hawkinson at the. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's the
You
clear.
just sniped me from 4 spots away.
Yeah, he's pretty clearly for me the fourth tight end in my book, but we'll see. At least in terms of opportunity, he should be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have Andrews beating him out over the year, but I don't know who's more reliable throughout the year.
Yeah, because unfortunately, I mean, if we're talking like talent and stuff, I mean, Fant's probably more talented tight end than Hawkinson. I'm just not sure he's going to get the opportunity.
All right, hold on. All right, so this is what Arsenal said. He asked me who I was picking because he didn't want to waste time with trades if it was his guy, and he seemed very polite. That's Arsenal. I assume this meant that he wanted to trade for a pick after mine, so I told him it was Javonte, and he gave up way too much capital to move in front of me.
I think what did I give up, Nick? I think it was
I
a
don't
4.
remember.
I think
I
I gave
really
up
don't remember.
off the top of my head. I think it was a 4, a 9, and a 12. I think that's what it was.
Were you
So
trying to
happy
move it
Dak
to the
got back to
412?
me.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, I think it was a 4, 9, and 12 to move up like 5 or 6 spots. I think it was.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And now you got Javonte on a team with nobody.
I know. What I doing that draft made me realize, like, if you're trading up, you can't be trading up. If you're trading up, you need to be a win now team. You know what I mean? You shouldn't trade up to be like win in the future team, because then you're not going to have the picks you need in the future to solidify the team. So and then I was like, okay, so this team, I finished the draft and I'm like looking at my team and I'm like, I was probably going to finish around like the 9 or 10 spot in the league. So and on top of that, I didn't have the picks in the future. So it's like, there was just no direction. So I just traded everyone pretty much. I had a massive yard sale on my team.
Mikey, your running backs look very good. I was like, Davis, okay. Robinson, yeah. And he's got Carter, Sermon. I'm like, dude.
I mean,
Thanks,
if you
man.
realize
I
it's
hit-
go to 3 backups.
I hit those wide receivers, and then I went Davis for relative safety, and I figured Robinson was a good upside pick, and then Carter and Sermon were both there. I figured I would get one of them. I'm like, okay, I got it. I got it to both.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about getting Mooney, but I do have Robinson. But I was like, oh look, this might be a place where I get Mooney. I forgot Stinger was in this draft.
I feel like one of the biggest busts of the 2021 draft is going to be Michael Carter.
Ooh,
What?
bold prediction.
The bold prediction right there.
I mean, how much of a bust can he be? He was like a 5th round pick, right? I mean,
He's a 4th round pick.
Fourth.
I mean, still.
I think he means fantasy wise.
I know, but a 4th round rookie, I don't think we should have massive expectations for him.
4th round rookie, and he's going in the 7th, 6th round.
Pretty high. I think a lot of people just expect him to win the job because it's the Jets, and
He's not winning the job.
I feel a lot better about taking Michael Carter in the 7th than all those guys last year that were taking Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the 1st round.
Clapping, do you know you're on the clock?
Oh shoot!
all right, you got Rashad Bateman.
Quickest click I've ever made, probably.
It was one of those.
Thank you for telling me though, because I would have.
Okay.
I was thinking about what Singer just said. I agree with him. Like Michael Carter's what 5? He's like 5'8", 185, and he runs like a 5'7" or 5'5".
Hey, in his defense, he's 5'10" and 199 pounds. Might as well just call it 200.
That's a big boy right there. No, I mean, I think we should limit our expectations. That's all I'm saying.
So
Snipe me on that one.
Carter. My thing with Michael Carter is it's not so much his talent, it's the opportunity. So
Yeah,
that's why I picked him.
Not everybody think that's why he's
kinda
going.
think both,
That's
to
why
be
he's going as
honest.
early as he does. Same with Trey Sermon. We'll know more here pretty soon when training camp starts.
I was gonna pick Corey Davis too.
I don't know if Tatum's listening to the YouTube, but I'm banking on him not taking a quarterback in the next 2 picks.
At least Buster Boom's not in here. So you don't have to worry about him.
Well, everybody else has a QB between him and me. I'm banking on him not taking a quarterback in the next 2 picks. In his next 2 picks.
I hope he takes Hurts in the 9.
You just
hope
spoke
I don't think he likes Hurts. But now that I don't know if he's listening on YouTube, he will now.
Oh, he went Goddard. He got
He's
a tight
stacking
end.
them. He's stacking them.
He's gonna stack Goddard and Hurts.
Let's go. I've never wanted Jay Tatum to pick Hurts so bad. I've never wanted anyone to pick Hurts so bad. So.
I mean, if he does, it's fine. I got Aaron Rodgers. I got Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Stafford. It's not like a big deal. But I figured, I'll gamble and I'll wait around. Once Russell Wilson went, I was like, okay.
Ooh, I like that pick.
Not to mention, I got him in the 8th round.
No, that's great value for him for sure. If you went to taking Russell Wilson, I would have taken Russell Wilson for sure.
Now gonna make this easy for me, or
Ooh, did you just get sniped, Jeremy?
All right. Well, it was a little bit of a snipe. So,
Mike Will.
well,
Mike
so
Williams.
it was between three guys, and it was so obviously Russell Gage, and then it was this, and then this.
Yeah, I'm fine with Mike Williams there actually. So I just don't like when he goes in like the 7th round or.
Yeah. My big spiel, Michael Williams, 9th round. You're at least going to get your draft capital back.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, here
Even
we
out
go.
in the 8th there too.
Here comes the stack.
Let's get it.
What does he do here? I mean, he can't take Jalen Hurts over Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
Yes.
There we go.
Let's go.
You got the legendary stack right there.
Wow.
He's listening to the YouTube.
I told you.
I
you spoke
should
it
not have
into
said
the-
a word. Should not have said a word.
Chris is fuming.
There's like one guy left. See if he falls.
I just love his response. Wanted the stack and it worked out.
I gambled. I could have taken him at the 8-7.
That's who I wanted there. That's unfortunate.
I'm gonna take the better Arizona running back.
Yeah, he'll be here by week 5. He'll be all right. Good pick, Robert.
Get more touches.
But I like that he's gonna get passes. I hope that he gets passes. I'm just crossing my fingers.
I thought you liked Edmonds more. Do you like Connor more?
Edmonds is fine. He is what he is. He's gonna have the exact role he had with Kenyon Drake last year.
I mean, he was still okay, right?
Yeah, he was okay. It's all right. I'm gonna get like. He doesn't have a QB. I better not say anything because people will just.
I was like,
Austin, give me
I don't want
QB.
to say anymore.
Austin, Mikey.
Mike,
I'm
you
alert.
take some Aaron Rodgers, you know. What are we looking at for QBs?
We got Lawrence, we got Rodgers, we got Burrow, we got Brady, we got Stafford.
This is why I never pick a quarterback before like the 10th round, because there's so many good options later. As long as people don't start stacking up on quarterbacks. And there's the one I wanted. So
Yeah, we might be playing super flex.
Wait. Stafford over Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
yes.
Right now, I understand it, but in the long term,
If Aaron Rodgers right now said, I'm committed to playing with Green Bay next year, I'm committed to football, do we take Aaron Rodgers over Matthew Stafford?
yes.
What?
Probably.
Yes, because everyone's going to draft Aaron Rodgers super soon.
Guys,
early,
just go.
and you get Stafford later.
That's true.
No, Aaron Rodgers over Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
I love Stafford.
It's different. It's different if you're choosing between the two, like for your pick.
You are because they're both available at that point. So you are choosing between the two. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, don't forget the YouTube, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's on. Elgin's on it, actually. Elgin's doing great. Making my job.
I just got sniped.
I will say I might have Christian McCaffrey overall, but my running back core is looking a little shaky.
Here's a hot take. Matt Stafford finishes over Russell Wilson next year.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope you're right because I got him in our dynasty league, and if Jalen Hurts and Matt Stafford both finish out high, it's going to be tough for you guys.
I don't. The thing is, I don't know how good Matt Stafford is because he hasn't. I mean, with Calvin Johnson, he was insanely good, but we haven't seen him with this type of offense before.
Yeah, I think like realistically, I think he's like 4,000 yards, 30-ish touchdown. That's my realistic.
I think he's probably a low end QB1, probably.
Yeah, the problem is he doesn't give you anything with his legs.
No, he's probably like I probably have him as like 9.
I didn't even pick him.
Who did you pick?
Nelson Aguilar.
What's going on over there?
Ugh.
Computer acting up.
I'm gonna need you to announce your picks.
Right? Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I hate when this guy falls.
I don't expect that to come back to me, so I'm not even gonna. Where did he go in here? I will say, if Tom Brady has a season like he did last year, and he still goes in the 12th round, it's kind of funny. Did y'all see the? I feel like it was on someone's either Twitter or something that Brady would have 11 Super Bowl rings if it weren't for the Mannings.
Yeah, no, that was what Manning said in the interview.
Yeah, that's right. It was in an interview. I just thought it was funny.
A starting running back here in the 10th round.
Ooh.
Who's it going to be, Jeremy?
David Johnson.
Whatever his name is.
Zach Moss.
No. It's
Zach
David
Moss.
Johnson. David Johnson.
It is Zach Moss.
Oh. And Singletary starts before him. What are you talking about?
There's no way.
There is a way. That's what happened last year.
Singletary is just not a good football player.
I mean,
Neither of them are. That's why it's so hard to figure out which one.
I have to draft this guy, but I don't like it. But
Playoff Lenny.
how does he fall this far? Yeah, how's he fall?
Play off Lenny.
I was deciding between Ruggs and Fournette.
Yeah, I don't know how he falls this far.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd fall to me and I could just take Ronald Jones and him and secure that RB.
Yeah,
Two
Rojo's
slash
still
three.
there. Rojo, there's not too many good pieces left at running back, but
Yeah.
Chris, I was just gonna say to you, I'm gonna take the better Tampa Bay running back.
Ronald.
Oh,
We'll see. He's
Oh.
safe.
I mean, it could be. I don't really
I'm
like.
sorry, I thought I was.
That's a good pick.
I know who's Pierre's going with here.
Who's
Fair
he
enough.
going with?
It's gonna be
I have
Dave
no
Meyer.
idea.
gonna go with Damian Harris.
You
Yep.
think so? I think he's gonna
Yep.
wait till the 11th because he thinks he'll drop to him there.
You're picking him.
He loves
He's
Damian.
picking him.
He's gonna come one day.
I see Damian Harris and Zach Moss is very similar.
Damian Harris is that. See, he told you. I actually think Damian Harris is good at football. The problem is for fantasy, he's whatever.
Oh, he's better at football than Zach Moss. I think Zach Moss will just get considerably more opportunities than Damian Harris.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
David
in
Johnson.
Pretty, yeah. Sorry, he's gonna get 60 plus passing in the passing work. Can't pass that up.
Is he?
Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay takes all the work.
No, he won't.
Mark Ingram.
Don't be
Mark
surprised.
Ingram, Rex Burkhead.
Philip Lindsay's like the best running back in that backfield, honestly.
Man, I'm so unsure of this running back room.
Todd Gurley's still there.
I'm gonna take this guy.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Funny story though. I actually had a class with Philip Lindsay in college.
Nice.
We had sign
class?
language. We had sign language class together. It was like a group. There was probably like 12 people in the class, and he was my partner for like all the projects that year and everything. So it's kind of funny.
Nice.
Super cool dude, actually. Like really nice guy.
Is Nick still on here?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
I didn't know if you were gonna grade tonight since you technically didn't draft.
Yeah, you could grade.
Sure, yeah, I can do it.
My only request is Tatum has to get a 10 no matter what.
The snipe of the century.
Yeah, you gamble. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm just hoping he's going to be wide receiver number 2 on this team. Let's see.
This was a very interesting draft, I will say that.
All right, who will be my QB? Choices.
Oh, this is easy.
Pretty sure everybody has a QB, right? Except for me.
So Chris, if you do this, well, I guess you already picked. Let's say you didn't pick Latavius Murray and you're in a league like this. Is it worth taking, like, let's just say Trevor Lawrence didn't make it and Tom Brady? Is it worth taking both of them for the hype for Trevor Lawrence and the consistency of Tom Brady?
No.
You don't ever think it is?
In a league like this, I would never take 2 quarterbacks.
Okay.
Look at the waiver wire. Like, look at who's going to be on the waiver wire. Like, you're going to have Lawrence, Burrow, Brady.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Matt Ryan, Mayfield, Cousins. Like, if you can't, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Tua, who I think is going to have a nice year. Like, if you can't figure out.
Although I will say, if usually on leagues like this, don't they usually go 14 rounds?
Yeah, they do. But even still, if, like, would you rather take, like, a running back or a wide receiver who can, like, be in your starting lineup every week, or a second QB who's never going to be in your starting lineup?
Well, he'll be in there for one game, right? Because of the bye.
Yeah, for bye weeks.
So,
You're going to waste a roster spot on a guy who's really just going to play during a bye week.
no,
That's
I
my
would
last
say,
pick for you.
yeah. I would say if I didn't have one of the, like, top 5 guys, like, if I could, and it went 2 more rounds, if I can get a Deshaun Watson in the last round, yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, I won't take Deshaun Watson today because yeah, he might be worth like Deshaun Watson in like a typical draft might be one guy that's worth drafting even if you already have a QB just in case. Because we know if he plays, his top
Yeah,
five.
if he plays and then does like what he normally does, what is he? Usually a top 5 QB with his rushing and
Yeah, so he's the one guy that if you had like a Stafford Tannehill type.
Look at that stack I got there. I should probably
Devin Singletary.
have to go to jail for picking Zach Moss and Devin Singletary. Yeah,
That's two wasted roster spots.
Yeah, that should be criminal, honestly.
Handcuff.
yeah.
Who's the handcuff though? That's the thing. Who's the handcuff to who?
Well, they're
It's
both
a mystery.
I'll put
Either
one
way,
in
it's a
the
handcuff.
Yeah, one in the RB2 spot, one in my flex.
Oh boy, watch out.
Maybe they'll combine for 10 points.
It's so crazy to me that a team that is legitimately a Super Bowl contender can have such an abysmal running back room.
Well, that's why I thought like maybe they'll do something different this year. That's why I picked Zach Moss there. I kind of picked Devin Singletary there as a joke, but
I mean, look at the last few Super Bowls. You don't need a running back.
Fournette in the playoffs was pretty solid though.
Yeah, but he was a cast-off that his own team cut, and the Bucks almost released him in the middle of the season.
It's true, but he filled a role for them. He was a good player.
No, I'm not saying like you don't. I'm just saying you don't need like Christian McCaffrey or Dalvin Cook. Like, those teams never make the playoffs.
Well, the difference is these are teams that are spending a lot of money at that position, so they can't put those funds towards like an offensive line or something like that, which does make a huge difference. What I'd say is you don't need to have an expensive running back to have a good have a good backfield in general. You can have a couple like Jamal Williams or something like that, and have just be just fine. It doesn't make that big of a difference.
Oh, this for you, Chris.
I know you like him. This is actually the toughest pick of my draft right here. Do I go Lawrence, Burrow, or Brady?
Neither.
I mean, I'd say Burrow, but that's just my opinion.
Sam Darnold. Lawrence, because we don't even know if Burrow's going to be back in time.
Sam Darnold.
I gotta go Brady. I'm going for Super Bowls over here. Let's go.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Should have went Kirk Cousins.
Oh man, I thought you had that faith in Daniel Jones, man. Come on.
Yeah.
An upgrade from Stafford.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones was the #1 deep threat quarterback. So.
My God, if I have to hear that stat one more time.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
wait, where's your proof for this? I don't know if I believe that. I really don't. I'm not trying to be rude. I really don't believe that.
And now he's gonna be throwing it to Kenny Megatron Galladay.
Megatron.
Oh, you're killing me over here.
Taking my handcuff. I want to look up on that website that Pierre posted on the Discord a few days ago and see where deep threat falls in that, about like which stats are actually important towards fantasy.
Is Pierre wife a Patriots fan?
Wait, what?
No.
She got Jacoby Myers.
That's Pierre, probably, right?
Pierre said that he's on the road. He said he stopped for gas, and he said temporarily for these 2 picks back on the road again.
Jacoby Myers definitely a Pierre pick.
All right, this old guys even might even get into the lineup this year.
See, there you go.
Jeez.
Some upside.
That's fine there, yeah.
All right, y'all. I can't hang around for picks. I got to head out.
Hey, no
All
problem.
right, see ya.
I'll see you guys Thursday though. All right.
All right.
See
have
you
a good one.
Thursday. We'll just make fun of you
Yeah.
at the end of the video.
We'll
I'll
just
check back on the YouTube later for the grades. All right. See you.
Yeah. All right, Nick. Let's do it.
All right, let's see. Can I see everything? Because I'm doing this on my phone. So, okay, yeah, I can see everything. All right, so I can't see like whose team is who.
How about
with-
that? You know?
yeah, but then I can't see the 12th pick, but it'll be okay. All right, so we'll start with Jeremy's team. Caffrey, Robinson, Kittle, Mahomes. Yeah, I don't know about that one there. Mahomes, you're gonna have to get dinged there. Lockett, Williams. I mean, your running backs are good. You've got McCaffrey and you got Javante. That'll more than cover you. But then you're looking at Lockett, Landry, Gallup, Williams. I think your wide receiver core is going to struggle a little bit. And then you got Johnson, Williams, Hilton. So you've got depth. I mean, your team is certainly, I mean, even with taking Kittle and Mahomes there at 3 and 4, I think that's still a 7-5-8. I do worry about your wide receivers a bit. You pick out Lockett, who's not necessarily trustworthy, and then you're looking at Landry, and then probably Gallup or Williams. So yeah, so Ailes' team, Cook, Gordon, Evans, Dobbin, Smith, Beckham. That was a pretty good start. And then you got Allen at the 7-2 is a steal. You got Gage, Gordon, Jones, St. Brown. Is that Higbee I'm seeing in the 12th?
That is
Yeah.
Higby.
That's Higbee in
Okay.
the 12th is his tight end.
So I'd say this is probably I'd say a solid 8. I mean, you've got a good wide receiver core there with McLaurin, Evans, with Beckham. I'm not huge on Dobbins, but he's fine at that spot. And then you got great value with Allen. I think you're going to hurt a little bit with Higbee. I think you probably had some better options there in the 12th round, but again, that late, it's no harm. So that's a solid team. And then Pierre's team, who I guess was drafted by his wife.
I think he
we got-
drafted most of it, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so. Or he told her, because otherwise I'm like, wow, how does she know all these players?
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
So let's see. Saquon, Keenan Allen, maybe a little early for Cooper. And then let's see, Pitts, Montgomery, Jackson, Juju, Elijah Moore, Rager, Harris, Gainwell. This is a pretty good team. I think you're looking at, well, actually, I don't know. Because you're looking at Keenan Allen, Mark Cooper, but then you're looking at Juju as your wide receiver 3, and then either Elijah Moore or Rager at your flex. I would rather not have to put faith into one of those guys. And then you got Pitts. Good value at Lamar, though. Yeah, I'll give it an 8. I think his running backs are good enough, and he does have Lamar and Pitts there. So even though his wide receivers aren't necessarily the best, I think he's got a good team. All right, so Jay Tatum, 10. I don't even need to grade this. I'm just kidding. All right, so you got Kamara, Thomas, Harris, Ayuk, Judy. You probably have Etienne at his flex rather than Antonio Brown. I think Antonio Brown is horrifically overdrafted. Let's see, we're looking at Goddard Hurts. I mean, that's fine value for both of them. Maybe a tad early on Goddard, but nothing crazy. I'd say this is probably 7-5 again. Or wait. No, actually, I'll give that an 8. I was forgetting Etienne's there. So yeah, you got a solid team there, and you got to snipe Chris really good. So that was fun to watch. All right, so fifth, Kittle, Liar. This guy's on the draft or on the Zoom, right?
Yep.
Yes,
What's
I
his
am.
name?
Yes,
Oh, what's your name?
Roberto.
Roberto, yeah.
Roberto. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Very nice
All
to meet you as well.
All right, so we got Henry Brown, Mixon, which Mixon, I'm not a fan of him, but mid third, that's fine. Then you're looking at Chase and Shark, Andrews, Murray. Yeah, this is kind of with a lot of these teams, a little bit of a concern of who your flex is going to be. I mean, whether it's Pittman, Edmonds, Drake, probably going to be one of those three. So there's a little bit of a hole there. But again, you do have Kyler Murray, and you got fantastic value there at the 7.5. I'd say this is probably a 7.5, maybe pushing an 8. Because again, you got good running backs, Henry and Mixon, and you got a pretty good wide receiver core. I wouldn't be thrilled with Chark at my wide receiver 3. And then having to do either Pittman, Edmonds, or Drake at your flex. But you do have pretty good depth overall, so you should be okay. All right, so Chris's team. We got Zeke. I love that pick there. You know that. Ridley, 2.7. I don't think we've seen him fall that far in a while. And then you got Waller. See, I'm looking at your team right now. I think this might be probably the best build so far for someone that took Waller or Kittle in the third. Because your other wide receivers, you're looking at Thielen, Boyd, Waddle, Davis. You'd be starting two of those 4 guys, which I'm okay with. And plus you got Swift, which I'm not high on him, but at the 5, 6, that's perfectly fine. And then you loaded up on running backs there with Connor Fournette, Murray, and then looks like Brady at the end as your QB. I think that's a really, really good team. I think that's an 8.5 pushing 9.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So Marquise, is he on the Zoom today? I know he oftentimes joins.
Yeah, he was muted for a long time and then he figured it out.
Oh, okay, that was Marquise. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Let's see, I got Chubb, Jefferson Jones, Carson, Claypool, Chenault. Yeah. You know, your wide receivers, because again, you're gonna probably have to start both Claypool and Chenault, which I mean could work out perfectly fine. But not something I don't want to have to lean on too much. And you got Mostert. Russ at the 8.6. Am I reading that right? 8.6?
Yep.
I can't. The numbers are really small on my phone, so I can't exactly see them.
Russell Wilson at the 8.6.
But that's great value. Not so high on Gesicki, especially in the 9. Because didn't they draft the guy at tight end? The Dolphins?
Yeah, but I don't expect him to have a huge impact. Right.
Yeah, me neither. I'm a bit off of Gesicki this year now, but he could be all right. And then you're looking at Parker, Pollard, Fulgham. I'd say this is probably a 7. I just think you're maybe a 7.5. I think you're just a little bit worried about that wide receiver core. Having to start probably both Claypool and Chenault, maybe Mostert if he's still the lead guy in San Francisco at flex. All right, so Austin's team. You wanted to hit bold there, taking Tyreek that early, but let's see how you did. You managed to still get Akers at the 2.5, so still got your solid running back 1. Looking at Lamb, Moore, Galladay, great value there with Galladay. So your wide receivers are fantastic. You got Jacobs, Hawkinson, 7.8 at the Hawkinson at the 7.8, man, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bateman, Stafford, Moss, Singletary, and then is that another Bill there? Gabriel Davis at the 12.
Yeah,
Really see the 12. So, I mean, this is a pretty good. Oh man, this is a definitely an 8. I think that's definitely an 8. Maybe, yeah, an 8. That's solid 8 there. Got good wide receivers, good running backs.
I think he could have hit like a 9 or a 10 if he would have just took 2 other running backs.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was about to say 8.5, but then I don't think it's quite to the level of Chris's team. I think it's probably the best so far. But still, good job, especially kind of going with that bold decision there to take Hill at the 1.8. All right, so Arsenal, he's got Eckler, Hawkins, Woods, Godwin. I love that start. That might be the best start out of anyone. And you got Sanders, Gaskin, Cooks, Fant, Marshall, Tannehill, Rondell. Who did he take in the 12th round?
Williams.
Damian Williams.
Yeah.
Damian Williams. Okay.
Isn't it Daryl?
Is it
Daryl.
Which one?
Yeah,
Daryl or
Daryl.
Damian? Okay, the one on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
The other one's on the Bears. Okay, so I would say this is a solid 8. This could have easily been an 8.5 or a 9. I think if Sanders and Gaskin, I'm fine with, but considering that he started with Eckler, I think he should have taken a wide receiver at one of those spots. Because he could have gotten like Curtis Samuel or Debo Samuel, or someone at the 5'9", or he still could have gotten maybe Boyd at the 6'4". Because I think he's capped a little bit there on who his flex is going to be. I mean, it's going to be either Sanders or Gaskin most likely. So yeah, that's still a solid 8, but I think a little bit of a missed opportunity there. Could have gone wide receiver. Who's this guy? Daddy Sweet? Is that a new guy?
No, someone drafted for him on the YouTube.
Elgin in the YouTube chat actually drafted for him.
Who did?
Elgin.
Elgin? Okay. All right. Well, welcome, Elgin. Thank you for hopping on and drafting in place of him. So let's see. So Taylor, which I think is okay there. But then here, this starts a little interesting. You went Taylor, Kelsey Gibson, I guess, trying the 0 wide receiver strat. Let's see how he did. Let's see. Looking at Higgins, Robbie Anderson, Deebo Samuel, Herbert, Will Fuller. I mean, I'm not happy with that wide receiver core, but considering that he didn't play until the 4th round, I guess that's okay. Nothing great, but it's okay for the circumstances. And then Hines, Edwards, Hardman. Because I think what he needed to do is after he took Herbert, which is fine there, I think he just needed to take like all wide receivers or almost all wide receivers just so he has that depth. Because if you're going to hold off on taking a position, you really got to go hard on that position later, whether it's 0 RB, which is the more common one, or if you really want to go bold and try a 0 wide receiver, you really got to load up on those guys later on. So this is probably a 6.5 or 7. You're shooting yourself in the foot when you do that. You can make 0 RB work just fine, but 0 wide receiver, just the way the valuation of the positions work and how it trails off, it just doesn't work, especially in a 3 wide receiver format. Stinger, see how Stinger did. His drafts have been getting really good lately. We got Aaron Jones, Metcalf, Cup, Edwards-Helaire. See, a similar thing. I think he has a good, similar to Arsenal. I think he has a good start, I think if he had just held off on one of those running backs, Edwards-Helaire or Hunt, and took a wide receiver instead, I think he'd be in a much better position. But he's still got Curtis Samuel as his wide receiver 3. I have him as my wide receiver 3 in my in the dynasty team. So, oh wait, the thing went away.
Roberto is now the host. It looks like. I think I just saw that. I don't know what.
Oh, Chris. I think Chris lost his connection.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
know.
see if I can be able to do this.
Chris said his computer crashed.
Oh.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it just looks like it just went black right now.
Oh well.
Who needs Chris? We got this without him. I mean,
We got this.
It's not like he was the YouTube, person.
All right, guys, while he's gone, he really has a six-point team.
Yeah. I'm taking 4 points off of his grade.
Yep.
So now instead of an 8.5, he has a 4.5.
Hey, don't worry.
Just
No,
forget
the YouTube's still going on, right?
Yeah, I think the YouTube's still going on, which is the hilarious thing. Oh,
Chris is back.
Wow.
Chris is
Is he
back.
back?
There we go. I don't know what happened.
Oh, no, we didn't say anything about you while you were gone.
My battery died or something, but apparently everything stayed up, so that's good.
All right. I was in the middle of Stinger's team.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying that kind of similar to Arsenal's team. I think he has a good start, and I think he overall has a pretty good team. But I think he limited himself a bit by taking those two running backs there, Edwards-Helaire and Hunt. If he had just taken, oh hi puppy, if he had
More
just
views.
taken,
Get more views.
if he just take, if he took a wide receiver there, I think he would have had in a better position. But he's got Curtis Samuel because he's good. He's looking at Edwards-Helaire Hunt as his flex. I mean, honestly, that still works out a pretty good team.
Right.
I think that's in a solid 8.5 there. Good job, Stinger. All right, so Mikey boy, let's see. He went with the zero running back strat, which is tended to work pretty well for most of us if you're going at the 11-12 spot. I know it works well for
I feel
me.
like
So
that's
he's
the
got
only
Adams
position
Diggs.
you should try it in.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no doubt. It's got Adams, Diggs, Sutton, Deontay. Great start there. Then you went on hard on the running backs again, which is kind of what you have to do if you do that zero running back strat. You got Davis, Robinson, who are going to probably be your two running backs there. But then Carter and Sermon, you've got them. You got them on your bench for your depth. And if one of them or perhaps both of them explode, you've got great running back value there, potential trade value there. And then let's see, Aguilar, Rogers, Thomas. Is that Brian Edwards I see at the 12-1?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I would say an 8.5. 8.5 pushing 9. I think you and Chris are definitely the two best teams here. So yeah, solid draft.
Thanks,
all
man.
the teams were pretty good today. Yeah. Y'all
All
did a good
right.
job.
Good job, everybody. A little technical difficulties there. Okay. Nick, thanks for grading.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks for everybody hopping on.
Oh, no problem. It was fun. Tonight was fun. People got sniped.
I do have a question,
It's
guys.
good.
I do have a question. How can I make my in the 5th position better? What would I have done? Not pick Mixon and probably pick Waller, or I probably would have not picked Jones though.
So I think it depends. I think the picks that I would switch or redo is the Chase and the Shark. Chase is a rookie, so we don't know what he's going to do. Now he could be the number 1 on the team, or he could be the number 3. And then to follow him up with Shark, who is also in that same position, who could be the number 1 or could be the number 3. I think that's the big worry for me, because if they both finish at number 3s, then you're really hurting at wide receiver. That would be my input.
Let me see. Yeah, what I personally would have done is instead of Mixon, I would have taken probably CeeDee Lamb there. I'm pretty high on him, or you could have taken Woods or whoever it is, whatever wide receiver you like. I mean, like I said, Mixon's okay, but you already had a running back there with Henry. 4th, I mean, I'm okay with Jamar Chase, but like Jeremy said, there is a bit of a risk there, especially it's unknown exactly what his role is going to be in Cincinnati's offense. And then let's see, Chark, you're in a little bit of a rough spot because I think there's a bit of a teardrop after Judy, who went right in front of you. You could have taken, if you like him, maybe Curtis Samuel. Was Devontae Smith already taken? Yeah, it was.
Yep.
So yeah, you were kind of in a rough spot, and like I said, that 5th spot you were drafting in is one of the harder spots typically. So yeah, you're kind of going to be you're in a little bit of a pinch there. Maybe what you could have done is if you took, let's just say, a wide receiver in the 3rd round, you could have taken your 2nd running back in the 5th round. You could have taken maybe Hunt or Davis or Sanders or whoever you like in that bunch. And then a lot of us are a bit low on Mark Andrews, just because that offensive scheme you see in Baltimore is just he's probably not going to catch the balls needed to be drafted at that value.
Mm-hmm.
You could have taken maybe a Boyd or maybe Hawkinson. It looked like he was still there. But then, after that, because you said Murray's great value, Pittman. Yeah, I mean, your second half of the draft is fantastic, man. I think you got great value there. You have great depth. But kind of some of those earlier rounds, maybe if you had made a couple of different decisions, you could have probably had a better build.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we know Chris isn't going to help you. He just leaves the draft early because he doesn't get the grade or whatever.
No, I mean, I think there's not much you can. I don't mind mixing at the 3-5. That's good value. The problem is in these drafts, it just gets tough at wide receiver. So,
For this kind of league, you probably just focus on getting your 3 wide receivers, then getting like a RB2, like a Hunt or.
Personally, that's what I would do. But I don't think there's anything wrong with mixing at the 3-5. It just makes it tough. I think you gotta just start attacking wide receiver really hard after that. So, but that's why we do the mocks. Practice.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
And I think we all try and do something different every once in a while. Like, we obviously have our own strategies and people we like, but we also, I think we know, hey, we need to switch it up and change things. I normally never take a QB and a tight end that early. And I was like, oh, you never do this. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to do it just to show you why it kind of hurts. And if QBs go this late in every draft, like me taking Patrick Mahomes at the 412, which is probably the latest you'll see him go. But even there, I'm probably drafting him at a ceiling right there. So,
yeah. All right. Anything else? We good?
We're all good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Good job tonight as always. And we'll see you guys on Thursday.
All right. See y'all later.